Oh,
That's a weird sub.
It's a tier list. How dare you?
We are ranking every Nintendo IP.
Every Nintendo. Jesus Christ. Let me full
Now,
screen this.
now here's the thing. There's actually not that many. And it's not even every Nintendo IP. This is every franchise. So there's multiple Marios because you have the each Mario Sports franchise.
Mm-hmm.
You have each like Donkey Kong franchise.
Mm-hmm.
And so on and so forth. So it's not even like every IP, but every single like series.
Yeah.
And I have a few rules with this because here's how we're gonna do it. We're making a duo list.
Okay.
A list that comprises that we can both be happy with our tastes.
Okay.
So if like there are a few of these I know we're gonna extremely disagree on. And I think that we have to find a middle ground.
All right.
On those. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna let chat. If you would like to make your own list, there's the link for it.
Shouts out to Marge on the left with the good hair over there.
Yep. I don't know all of these. That's why there's a haven't played section, because there's gonna be some that neither of us know.
Yeah.
If I don't know a game and you know a game, you get to put it wherever you want.
Okay.
And then one last rule. If we go to, let's say, Star Fox is on here.
Uh-huh.
No, Star Fox is a bad example. I'll explain why later.
Okay.
We'll do... Essentially what I'm trying to say, Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing has a mainline series, but it also has the Mario Party game that came out, the little side series.
Uh-huh.
That doesn't count. So spin-offs of these games do not count.
We're just talking about mainline, came out on the main console thing.
Yes. So, like, if you look at Luigi's Mansion 1, 2, and 3 count. The arcade game? No.
Okay.
Just no.
Because I've not played it.
Zelda CDI games don't count. It's only the mainline games.
Well, when we get to that one, I'll explain why I wouldn't care about those in the first place.
So, yeah, this is what I think will make a very fun time.
Oh, for sure.
And if anyone has any questions, get them out pretty early, because I think as we get going, we're going to be distracted. Because I think some of these early ones, it won't matter, but I think later on.
Oh, I can't even see chat, so I won't even be able to, like...
Yeah, you can look now if you choose. It's up to you. It doesn't matter.
But I've got it on the full screen now. So.
Oh, then don't even worry about it. I just didn't want you to even have the stream open because I didn't want to spoil it.
Yeah.
Is that Bayonetta? Isn't that Sega? No, that is a Nintendo IP. It is currently owned by Nintendo.
Yeah.
That's why it's on Nintendo consoles only.
Used to not be, but now it is.
Yep. So this is a current up-to-date one. All right. So we're these first two. I don't know if you've played either of them. So this might be quick. It might not be. Have you played 1080?
1080. I don't think I have.
It's the snowboarding game. It debuted N64.
Yeah, I didn't play that. No.
Oh, all right. Well, then this will be easy. That's going in C. It's an alright game. It's a fun time. I think you'd really enjoy it. But like, if you play it for an hour, you've experienced the entire game. So it's not really like amazing. I think they have multiple games of this, I believe.
What is it like? Is it like a snowboarding racing game?
Kind of. There are races, but a lot of it is like getting a good score going down.
Oh, like doing tricks and stuff. Okay.
Yeah. I want to see if there's multiple. Yeah, there's two. 1080 Avalanche and 1080 Snowboarding. It looks like 1080 Avalanche might have been GameCube.
Okay. Well, I must have missed those ones then.
No, yeah, it's an alright game. Have you played Advance Wars?
I never played Advance Wars. My brother had the game, and he never let me play it, actually.
Yeah, I haven't played it either. I've heard great things. I've heard amazing things about Advance Wars. I hear like it's a must play, but
you know, maybe if that remaster or whatever comes out in the next 3 years or whatever.
Yeah, the one without a date yet that's been announced for like, 4.
It got announced forever ago, and they're like, it's coming out, and then they were like, we have to hold on.
Also, hello, Dino. Zelda is obviously F tier, true. All right, Animal Crossing.
Animal Crossing, I would probably give a solid B.
You'd give a B?
Yeah. Because it's not like... It's not a game, like, when you first start playing it, it's like, oh, this is so great, this is really engrossing, but then it, like, it kind of slowly becomes a turn it on every day game and do something for a minute and then go away.
Okay, how many have you played? Is it just the new one?
I've played the original, and I've played... I played a little bit of the one on the DS, the 3DS, and then the new one.
Okay, cool.
I missed the second one, I think.
So you have more experience than me because my first one was the Switch one.
Okay.
So immediately I would put it in A because the Switch one, from what I've heard, is like the best in the series.
The Switch one was a big improvement because they made it to where it wasn't just turn it on, you know, check the store, sell some stuff, and then shut it off. Like, this one you can actually play for a decent amount and then go, okay, I'm satisfied.
I'm going to go with yours, though, because you've played 3 games and I've played 1. So this is going to go into the B tier. This is Something Academy. What does that say? Art Academy.
Never played it.
Yeah, I haven't either. I haven't even seen this. Art Academy. Art Academy Nintendo. Dino, I hope you're having a good day, you beautiful bastard. Have I even seen this game?
DS game, Wii U.
Yeah, it looks like 3DS.
Yeah.
Are you able to see when I look stuff up?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, yeah, it looks like just a 3DS game. There's a Disney spin-off. It was on the Wii U.
Pokemon one.
It's on the Wii U. How many games does this have? Michael sounding a bit robotic. It's probably your mom.
Oh, got you with your mom joke.
I'll turn him down a bit, but unless that fixes it, you're just gonna get robotic Michael. He sounds fine over. He sounds fine over here. So no, yeah. This one I haven't played. Looks cool.
Yeah.
Maybe we check that. Maybe I check that out sometime. All right. So Balloon Fight.
I've never played it.
I have once. Are you sure? Because it's NES.
I don't think I've ever played Balloon Fight.
You never played this? You've never seen this?
I've seen the avatars from like Smash and stuff like that, but I've never played the games.
You've never?
Yeah, no.
Huh, all right then I have free reign. Oh, fuck you, Balloon Fight fans. The game sucked.
A lot of my playing the original NES was like I played Mario, I played Zelda, but then like I'd play Turtles or I'd play like another beat 'em up or something like that because I'd get to play that when I go to my Uncle Chris's house and he'd always have those kind of games.
Okay, gotcha. Oh, chat, I think I know why Michael might be coming in a bit robotic. Can you talk real quick?
Yeah, hey chat, I'm a robot today. I'm a secret robot man. Rawr.
Never do that again. You hear me? All right, that should help a little bit. If it doesn't, then oh well, cry about it, chat. What one person sent a message, and I'm giving chat so much shit. All right, Mario Baseball.
I never played Mario Baseball.
You haven't played Mario Baseball?
I have not.
Dude, this might go by a lot quicker. We haven't played a lot of the same games. Mario Baseball is a B. For baseball.
Dear God, let's hope they never make Mario Hockey.
I slam my penis in the car door.
You slam your penis in the car door.
The penis in the car door? Wow.
Oh.
What's up, Cat? All right, Bayonetta.
Bayonetta, it's another one I've actually never played.
You've never played Bayonetta?
I didn't know Bayonetta was like a big thing when it was not originally on Nintendo. And then I heard about it coming to the Nintendo, like they're like, it's ours now, and I'm like, oh, that's great. And then I just never got it.
Gotcha. So here's the thing. So that means, because I've played a Bayonetta game, and this means I get free reign. And the Bayonetta community, I am so sorry for what I'm about to do. And I want to preface this with 2 points. One, this is our list, so fuck you. I don't actually care about your opinion. But 2, I didn't play the first entry when I played it. I played the second one. And I played it for 20 minutes. And I was so beyond confused as to what was going on. I just saw half-naked boob lady fighting demons and angels and talking about stuff that I didn't know what was going on. So I had no care. And the problem is, Michael, I don't know if you've seen gameplay, but it's the old God of War style. It's there's waves of enemies. It's hack and slash. You knock them around, and then you move to the next room. Wave of enemies, hack and slash, knock them around. Like, that's the game.
Yeah.
It's all violence. It's Devil May Cry, God of War clone. Which means that the gameplay actually can get pretty boring very quickly unless you're super into what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
With that being said, I'm going to give it a D, and I would put it an F, but the reason it gets D is because you do get to look at boobs.
That's the only thing I knew about Bayonetta going in was like, there's a big booby lady, she's fighting things, she's got like gun shoes or some shit, and that's it.
Brain Age, did you play any of these?
I've never played one. I've watched my nephew play one.
Yeah,
that's about it.
I haven't played one. This next part might go by pretty quickly because have you ever even heard of cruising?
Nope.
Yeah.
Wait. No, I have. I've actually played a cruising game.
Oh, sick. So where do we put this?
Put it in C because it's a bog standard racing game.
C for cruising. We got it. Called Depth? Cold Deep. My bad. It's Cold Deep.
Cold Deep. No, I don't think I played that.
Yeah, see, I haven't heard of this one either. And I'm starting to realize there's a lot. No, not Minecraft. Fucking get out of here, Google. And that gave me probably a bad song. All right,
Is this a Switch thing?
Dude, it's not even like...
Why did Among Us come up?
These are all games that like weren't what I looked up. Dude, does this game not exist?
Hold on, I'll look it up on my end too.
Chat, am I crazy? Cold Deep. Game, maybe?
Stranded Deep?
No, that's like an indie game.
Okay.
Chat, does this game not exist?
Yeah, I don't even know. Like, I can't see the picture that's up there very well. So.
I can't either, is the issue. Let me see if I...
Fuck that one. I don't think we played it either way. So.
No, yeah, I mean, I would probably recognize a skinny hot dude with blue hair, so... How do you not know about all the famous Cold Deep? Apparently Google doesn't either! Like...
Skinny, hot dude, blue hair, Nintendo game.
Yeah, chat, if you can find what this game is, I would like to know. I would like to know. Because I would also like to look at this list at the end of it, and all of the haven't playeds, I would like to try them on stream.
That'd be cool. Although I don't recommend Art Academy or Brain Age for stream. Maybe Brain Age, but not Art Academy.
Oh, dude, I'm trying them both. All right, Donkey Kong. This is not Country, by the way.
The OG Donkey
Yes,
Kong.
the arcade games. So keep that in mind.
Yeah.
I already know where I'm putting this.
I'm sitting between C and D
Okay.
because, like, obviously Donkey Kong, that's a classic game from the past, paved the way for a lot of stuff, but at the end of the day, it is kind of just climbing ladders and jumping over barrels.
Yeah.
Like, that's all it is.
Yeah.
Wave after wave after wave.
I am Team F.
Team F. You want this to be the first F.
Yeah, and here's why. It's done a lot for arcade games. I don't want to undervalue this game. It fucking sucks. Like, it's a bad game. It's not good. It's you can memorize the pattern like pretty quickly. Like, it's insanely quickly, actually.
Yeah.
Up until like where you hit a point where it starts to like repeat itself, like it gives you a kill screen.
Yeah.
On the original arcade.
Dude,
And
have you ever played a very, like, a non-Nintendo version of this game that's, like, emulated or something like that? They are so bad.
they're terrible.
I don't know what it is with these, like, where they, like, emulate an emulation or something like that. They are horrible.
But yeah, so you got the original Donkey Kong. That's a bad game. Then you have Donkey Kong 2, Donkey Kong Jr. Created a character that never comes back. That wasn't even worth bringing back. Some people try to claim it's chunky, but it's not. It's factually confirmed that it's not chunky, and I'm sick of people who keep saying it is. And then I think there's a third one that I've never seen. Might have given it a D if it weren't for Carl Jobst's movie on it. Oh, that movie. All right, I'll give it a D.
Okay, that sounds fair.
That movie is very entertaining.
And I'm
like
not a
video,
Nintendo.
yeah.
I'm not a Nintendo historian or anything, but I'm going to assume that DK Jr., the character from the second game, died in the Banana War.
the Great Banana War is that we need a game based in that. Donkey Kong.
I need DK in the trenches with his coconut gun.
I need Donkey Kong FPS. Cold Sept. Oh, wait a minute.
Cold Sept?
Cold Sept. Yep, there it is. Thank you, Billis.
What is this?
This is a tactics game. It looks like.
Oh.
All right.
I just wonder why I haven't played it.
I mean, I'll play. I love tactics games.
Tactics are hit and miss with me. Sometimes they pull me in, sometimes they don't.
I love tactics games. The only tactics game I didn't like was XCOM.
Yeah.
And that's because I didn't
Never
care.
played it.
Hell yeah. So yeah, Chet, maybe we'll check out Cold Sept at some point. Donkey Kong Country. Remember, this is the whole series we're talking about. You're rating an entire series of games.
So that's 1, 2, and 3 then.
And Tropical Freeze.
And Tropical Freeze.
Yep.
I don't have...
And Donkey Kong Country Returns.
I don't have a lot of experience with Tropical Freeze. I own it. I didn't get to play it very much. Before my Wii U was absconded with, and now I don't know where it is. And Returns I don't know very well, but I know the first 3. And the first 3 hold a special place in my heart, and I would say S or A.
All right, yeah. So this is going in S. Donkey Kong Country is my favorite platformer series.
It's just so freaking good.
The best platformer series. I would say an A for like, you know, unfair deaths, because there are some deaths that you don't see coming and you have to die to learn about them. But I also think that that's a very important part of where a platformer becomes difficult. And I think Donkey Kong Country does it very well.
Yeah.
Went from cold deep to cold kept and found it when I searched Coola kept. God damn it. Well, thank you, Bills. What's up, biggest of birds? Am I ready to be angry? Holy hell, never mind based. Oh, don't worry, because we're not even halfway done. This is gonna be bad. All right. Dr. Mario games. The entire series.
I've only ever played the first one.
I have played. Okay, so I'm not proud of this. I have played and at one point owned every single American release Dr. Mario game.
What the hell, dude?
You want to know the worst part? I don't even like them.
Why?
Because so I have this weird thing where I love Tetris style games.
Uh-huh.
And so this is more of a Puyo Puyo game, but like that style, the grid puzzle.
Yeah.
I love them. In Dr. Mario, I haven't liked since the original. And the original I loved. And so every time a Dr. Mario comes out, I'm like, I'm playing it. I'm playing it, and I'm gonna see if I like it. I did play the Dr. Mario mobile game, chat, before it was shut down earlier this year, actually.
I didn't even know they had a mobile game. Makes sense.
But it's done an insane amount of good for the puzzle game industry. So for that, I'd give it a C.
You know, if Dr. Mario didn't come around, chat, you wouldn't have your adult-only Bejeweled games you're playing on Steam that I know you're all playing.
What would you give Dr. Mario is the question?
Probably a D, honestly. I've only ever played the first one, and it was just kind of, meh.
Gotcha.
It didn't excite me whatsoever.
Are you passionate about that D, or would you put it at a C?
I could put it at a C.
Okay.
I put it at a D because I don't like puzzle games that often. I gotta be in a mood for them.
Face the birds, I adore you. I adore you. Listen, chat. If we're going for like how much I've enjoyed them, I'm putting them in F. But I'm ranking it not based on just enjoyment, but how I feel it's affected the world.
I just imagine Levi on his phone, and there's oh, the Dr. Mario mobile game, and he's like, sure, and then 5 seconds later, it's just fuck.
All right, you don't like horror games, so I doubt you've played Fatal Frame.
I've never played Fatal Frame, no.
All right, I know
it's a picture ghost game.
I'm giving it an A. It's Pokemon Snap, but ghosts.
Okay.
Oh, dude, real quick, you know what I didn't think through with this scene, and I gotta fix this now. You can't read chat.
Oh.
Because it's all white.
Yeah, it is.
So let's, give me a second, chat. I'll make it so you can be read again.
It'll give me a chance to open up stream and then in a window here.
Oh no, there we go. It wouldn't give me back my little black box. Soon, chat. Soon you will be able to be read again. There we go. There we go. Pokemon Snap was a great game for kids, not so much for adults. Yeah, I didn't like Pokemon Snap. But I didn't even like it as a kid. I was the type of kid where if I couldn't explore, I didn't give a flying fuck.
Yeah.
I wanted to learn about the world I was in. And Pokemon Snap was just it was a rail shooter without the shooter, which is the exciting part.
You know how there's this big movement right now where every game is kind of open world right now?
Mm-hmm.
10-year-old me would have loved the current day, dude, of video games where everything's open world. Because that's all I wanted to do. I wanted to explore. You don't know how many times I turned on Ocarina of Time just to sit in the field.
Oh yeah, dude. I'm an open world stan. I play every big open world game that comes out. I love open world games.
Right.
All right, we got a little distracted. What is Detective Girl? No, Detective Club.
I was gonna say, if it's called Detective Girl, this is very Japanese.
I think it's. I've never heard of this.
Club.
I've never heard of this game.
Me neither.
I've never seen it. But it's on Famicom. Nope. And it looks like it's coming to Nintendo Switch. And it's got a big pre-order.
That would explain why I've never heard of it if it was only ever on the Famicom.
Yeah, this is No, it's on Super Nintendo here.
Oh. Still never heard of it.
Oh no, Famicom. Why isn't it
Super Famicom? Okay.
Okay.
I know it's a Super Nintendo, but I believe it was Super Famicom over there.
Okay. Well, yeah, I've never heard of it. Would love to give it a go when it gets on Switch. What?
I just said nope, never heard of it.
Oh, so. I thought you were upset I clicked away. I was like, what did I do? All right, so this next one, I'm gonna shock chat. This is Fire Emblem.
Fire Emblem, okay.
I'm going to say it. I have never played a Fire Emblem game.
You've never played a Fire Emblem game?
Not a single one. I was super hyped for Three Houses, but then I realized I don't know what this series even is. So I didn't hop into it.
So, Fire Emblem. I have played quite a few Fire Emblems. I've played, I don't know. I think I played Shadow Dragon. I've played Path of Radiance. I played, what was the one that I had? It was not the most recent one, but one or two back I've played. And I've played Fire Emblem Warriors, but that's a side game. We're not counting that. Fire Emblem, I would put it a solid B because it's a fun little tactical RPG.
Sick. I'm right with you. Because I've never played it.
If you like the thought of potential permadeath of characters, that's the game for you.
See, I love permadeath mechanics, so
yeah, that's one for you. Honestly, Levi, you should probably play a Fire Emblem game on stream sometime.
Who knows? Maybe we'll play Three Houses at some point.
I need to get the Dolphin loaded up on my computer so I can play Path of Radiance again.
Who knows? Maybe I'll let chat decide which one I play.
I mean, totally on my Nintendo GameCube. Nintendo, don't.
don't ban the stream that I'm not in. I don't run this. F-Zero. Have you played any?
I played the original a little bit on the Switch. It's fun. It's fast. That being said, I don't really care that much about it.
So
it didn't draw me in.
So, this is one we're gonna heavily disagree on because I've played every one.
Okay.
I mean, there's not a whole lot of them.
You know what? Here, I'll say this and then I'll let you get to your thing. I will give it. I should say C because it was just kind of meh for me, but the soundtrack gets it a B.
See,
the soundtrack's dope.
See, here's what's funny, because I've played every one of them, and I'm obsessed with F-Zero. I love these games. I think they need to rework them and make them work in a modern market, because they would not work in a modern market. Because the game is literally, unless you are a god at the game, it's crash, boop, 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 boop. That's the sound of them picking you up back on the track, and then you go again. It's repeat. So I give it a B, but because of the soundtrack, I would give it an A. So I'll
defer to you because you've played more.
I'm willing to meet in the middle with a B.
Okay.
Because we both have a B. I'll do my low for your high.
Okay.
That way you have a higher opinion of a franchise that I love. Did you play any of the Game & Watch games?
Yeah, I've played them on a little, it wasn't on a Nintendo console, actually. It was on one of those, handheld electronic things.
Yeah.
Back in the day, that's the only way I've ever played them. They were fun time waster. That's
Yeah, I mean, like, so I like to make these tier lists and like look at the game for like what they do. Like what are they trying to do and rank it based on that. And Game & Watch games were never made to be like other games that we play regularly. They're not supposed to be time sinks. They're not supposed to be you sit there for 6 hours, get enveloped in a story, and then go to bed to wake up the next day and binge it for 12 hours and then wonder what happened to your life.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I've got 30 minutes on a train. Let me pull out this little handhold. Yeah, like
I've got like 10 minutes before the doctor calls me back for my appointment.
Yeah, exactly. And like they're time wasters. I wouldn't say I've never played a Game & Watch like mini game or like handheld game that are fun.
Yeah.
They're good hangout games though, you know?
Yeah, they're a nice distraction.
So I'm gonna give them a C personally.
I could meet you on that one.
They do what they're supposed to do. They're not the best at it. They're not the worst at it. I would say that now that like the Steam Deck and the Nintendo Switch exist, there's no market for a Game & Watch anymore.
Yeah.
Absolutely zero.
None at all.
All right, Golden Sun. Please tell me you've played this.
Oh, Golden Sun. Give me a minute, because that name is super familiar to me.
Okay. So it is a turn-based RPG. It's one of the first RPGs that did the 3D, 2D style. And it is the first game you play as heroes. You're fighting villains. And then the second game, it takes place at the same exact time, and you play as the villains fighting the heroes.
Okay.
Those are the only two I've played. I don't know if there are more, but this is one of the best JRPGs in the world.
I'm looking at it right now. I know the name, but I don't think I've ever actually played these.
Seriously, you've never...
No, I'm looking at like screenshots of them right now. I don't recognize any of these.
You know, it might make sense because they were Nintendo's mobile JRPGs.
Yeah, the Game Boy for me back in the day is pretty much a Pokemon machine. And like other little, like I remember playing Sonic Advance on those. There's a Sonic fighting game on there, which was actually really fun. I think I played a couple Mario ports on there, and Castlevania too, but I don't remember playing Golden Sun ever.
Gotcha. So I've only played the first two, so that's what my ranking's going to be on. But I sincerely recommend you and chat check out Golden Sun and Golden Sun: The Lost Age.
Okay.
It is the most clever fucking JRPG. Like, I don't even want to call The Lost Age a sequel because it takes place at the same time, and you just play as the opposite side.
Yeah.
It's so fucking genius. It does what The Last of Us 2 did, but in a way I think more people would enjoy than just me.
Okay.
I'm giving it a B.
Okay.
I'm giving it a B. I would give it an A, but it's only on mobile, which is on, like, not mobile, the portable consoles. And that immediately deducts it for me because it lowers a market. Because not everyone plays the Nintendo portable consoles.
Right.
Unless, like, obviously, like, the Switch is different. But, yeah. All right, Mario Golf.
I love Mario Golf.
I do, too.
Mario Golf's so fun. And that's so weird because I've played other, like, golf games, and they're just not fun.
Have you played the most recent one?
I haven't got a chance to play the most recent one, no.
It's so fun. It doesn't, so you can't put as many hours into it as you can like the GameCube one.
Yeah.
But what I will, or was it on GameCube? Am I thinking GameCube?
I think it was on the GameCube. I know it was on the 64 originally.
Yeah, I think there was one for GameCube. If not, I'm thinking of the 64 one. But
yeah,
like the new one is like take Mario Kart and mix it with Mario Golf. It's pure chaos. Go fast.
Oh, that sounds so fun.
You can't sink as much time into it because you start to learn exploits to annoy other players, and it's annoying, and it becomes a good time-wasting single-player game after that. But it is so fun.
You're gonna make me want to get Mario Golf, and I'm already like trying to contemplate if I need to get an OLED or not right now, sir.
Well, let me tell you, I'm waiting for that insurance check, and I'm getting my first Xenoblade game. But we'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
So where would you put Mario Golf?
I'd give Mario Golf a solid A.
Honestly, yeah, I agree. I want to give it an S, but I don't think any sports game deserves an S. And here's why, chat. Here's why. The sports games can be amazing, and I think Mario Golf is one of the best sports game franchises of all time. That being said, sports games don't influence the gaming industry. They don't. They are their own thing. They're their own ecosystem. They don't inspire other games. So I want to make that point.
My solid take on like sports games, as far as like if any sports game could get an S, I don't think they can, specifically just because sports games like that, and kind of to the same degree party games, they're great. They can be fantastic, but they lose that little edge because they're better with more people.
Yeah.
So, like, if you're not getting that full experience because there's not at least one other person with you, I don't think you can get that S tier.
Yeah, I agree 100%. I think that's a really good take. I just rate it by how much fun it is. That's it. No, yeah. And I encourage you guys, do your own list of the way you would do it. This is just how we are ranking them. I like to explain what I'm thinking when I'm making the list. Mm-hmm. Because I know once I start posting clips on TikTok and like put this on YouTube, if people see it, they will immediately shit bricks because why isn't Advanced Wars an S++? Because there isn't an S++, and I haven't played it. Shut the fuck up. All right. Kid Icarus. Have you played any of these?
I've never played a Kid Icarus game.
Neither have I, and it's been on my must check out list for a long time. But every game that comes out, I hear the fan base hates it.
Isn't there like only 2 or 3 Kid Icarus games? Like,
yeah,
there's like one on the NES or something like that, and then there's like the 3DS.
Yeah, so Kid Icarus fans loved the original, and then every game that comes out after, no, they hate it. Is this all of the Kirby games? No, this doesn't include spin-offs. So Kirby's a really good example of this, because we wouldn't include the Kirby golf game.
No.
Because that's not like what Kirby is. Kirby...
And we wouldn't include Kirby Air Ride, right?
No, that we wouldn't.
Damn it.
No, Air
Ride's so good.
Air Ride would get in its own category. But nah. So we're thinking of mainline Kirby games. So any Kirby game that follows like the original formula, and I mean it can enhance it obviously, but the original formula is that it's a platformer adventure.
So Kirby was originally a Game Boy game, wasn't it? Or was it on the NES?
Kirby was originally N64, I believe, but let me double check.
Nah, it was a Game Boy game.
Kirby first title. Kirby's Dream Land. Oh yeah, original Game Boy.
Yeah, I played this one. I played Dreamland, and I played 64. And I don't think I've played any other Kirby game.
Really?
Yeah, Kirby is a big like miss out for me as far as Nintendo titles.
Holy shit! All right, so I'm gonna explain to you the Kirby franchise right now.
Okay.
I'm not gonna explain to you the lore because no Kirby fan understands the lore. If you say you do, you're a liar. Here's what Kirby is. Kirby is the occasional hit. A lot of mid. And a lot more miss.
Okay.
No, a lot less miss. But it's still a lot of miss. Because you've got... I'm going to look at the Nintendo Switch ones. Because you've got the free-to-play one, miss. No, that's a mid. Because it's free. It doesn't need to be high quality. It's mid.
Yeah.
You have Star Allies is the biggest miss I've ever played in my goddamn life. Star Allies is awful. It's an hour and a half long game that they charge $60 for. And I think their mentality behind it was, well, you can play with 4 friends, so that's automatically 4 1.5 hour
Jesus.
hangouts.
You want to know something hilarious before you get too far into this?
What?
So I'm looking at all the Kirby titles right now. Kirby and the Forgotten Land is the most recent one, right?
Yeah.
I didn't know about any other Kirby game in between Forgotten Land and Epic Yarn.
Really?
Dead serious. Epic Yarn is the last Kirby game I heard about.
Good God. Damn.
Oh, many of them.
Played Kid Icarus on the NES. It was pretty good. Any other Kid Icarus games is like the NES one. No, the 3DS one is a rail shooter, I believe.
Yo, Kirby Battle Royale. They got Fortnite and Kirby now?
Yo, I can't believe Fortnite created Kirby.
Oh my god.
So I'm gonna give Kirby a B. I want to give it an A.
Yeah.
But I don't think I can.
I'll go with you on that one, because I don't have any really super strong feelings towards Kirby.
They just have the hits, man, are hits. Vedro, thank you for 17 months. How do you feel about Kirby, you beautiful bastard?
I mean, I know I like Air Ride. That isn't a main series, but I like Air Ride, and I've heard people say Forgotten Land's super fun.
Yeah,
so...
I haven't played Forgotten Lands, but I've watched the entirety of it.
Yeah.
I plan on playing it at some point. I've seen.
I mean, do we have to argue about this next one? Like,
I mean, listen, I'm putting it here.
Yeah, like, there's no argument about that. Like, Zelda is literally my favorite childhood game and one of my favorites.
I can't think of
currently.
a mainline Zelda game I dislike.
No, I love all of them, honestly. Even Skyward Sword. I played the remake of it on Switch. I liked it.
Dude, I own it. I still haven't played it.
I liked it.
I've had
I
it for
was
so
fun.
long.
I can understand if people didn't like the controls on Wii, but they work great for me on the Switch, so...
I didn't have any problems on the Wii, but everyone said they were awful and they had to keep recalibrating. I think they just don't know how to play a game. I'm gonna be honest with you. That, like... I learned very quickly, keep your hand pointed at the screen and it won't uncalibrate. It was super easy. But people...
A lot of people just move it out of the range of the sensor, so...
Yeah, I don't think it was, like... It isn't as good as, like, the Switch sensor by any means, but it's still, like... It was alright.
Yeah.
Alright, Luigi's Mansion.
Luigi's Mansion is a solid A for me.
Okay, so here's our first disagree.
Oh, where are you putting it?
I'm putting it C.
At C, okay.
Yep, and I should explain myself, because I've played all 3.
You just not a Ghostbuster.
No, I love the first Luigi's Mansion.
Yeah.
The first Luigi's Mansion is one of the first games that I played so much that it wouldn't work anymore.
Oh, Jesus.
That's how much I played that game.
Yeah.
The second one, I didn't even finish.
I didn't play the second one, actually.
And Luigi's Mansion 3 is okay, but it has the most boring design in the game. Here's my problem with Luigi's Mansion 3. Boss ghosts are boring.
Mm-hmm.
Luigi's Mansion 3 was supposed to be a step back to how the first one was.
Yeah.
In terms of quality. But the problem is, boss ghost designs in the first one, fucking amazing. I mean, like, you literally go from fighting a baby that, like, is giant and is throwing toys at you because you're shrunk down to, like, the really fat ghost in the dining room.
Yeah.
That you have to, like, hit with the fire and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And Luigi's Mansion 3 is, hey, vacuum the ghost and slam it into the ground, and that's it. That's the whole game. The final boss is a square.
I can give you that one, honestly, because the boss designs in 3, like, the way you fight them is not very good.
Here's the thing.
They could have done something.
First game for me is an S. Second game for me is an F. And the third game for me is, I'll give it a B. But the overall series, I give a C.
Okay.
But you give it an A, so we gotta discuss. We gotta find common ground here.
So
that's the rule.
Here's my thing. I'm right with you there, where number 1 is an S, like all day, every day. Luigi's Mansion 1 is a game that every Halloween season I play again. And I've started putting 3 into that too. I'll tell you, I'm not as excited to play 3 as I am 1, but I think 3 is, at least in the terms of getting back to the old style of it, I feel like it was atmospherically very similar. The boss ghosts could be better overall, because like you said, it really just is get ghosted, vacuum slam, and then move on. But other than that, I feel like it's a really close parody to 1, just slightly less. You know what I mean?
Gotcha. I will bring.
I've never played 2, so I don't know.
Gotcha. I will bring up one more point. Guigi ruined the game.
Guigi.
and it's not because I don't think it's funny, and it's not because I don't think it's creative. Luigi, every fucking puzzle in the game is use Guigi.
Yeah, that's a lot of them. Yeah, because they're like, it's the new mechanic.
And I understand it's the new mechanic, but we need more than one mechanic in a fucking video game.
Yeah. And I will say, the few times I ever, had, died, I guess you can say in quotes, in Luigi's Mansion 3, was because in Guigi segments, where it's just like, you gotta be Guigi, but there's enemies here too.
Hey, I'm gonna butcher the name. Sakanku? Welcome in.
How dare you?
Listen, we need to find middle ground.
I would say...
You said A.
Our middle ground would be B.
Yeah, are you okay with B?
I'm okay with B.
I don't know what this is, but it's kind of hot.
Yeah, you are. It's right. Oh my god, hi! I love you. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well. It's good to see you. I hope everything's okay. Mario and Luigi.
Oh, okay. I've played at least 2 of these games. I really liked the first one that I played. I thought it was a really nice, it was kind of a nice continuation of Mario RPG that Paper Mario did follow up on. That being said, I didn't keep up with it very far, so my initial impressions of it are all based on the first one, and I like the first one a lot.
That's fine.
What's that?
That's fine, because honestly, that's the peak of the series, in my opinion. I don't think any of them are bad. I want to make that clear. I think all the Mario and Luigi games are phenomenal in their own right, but the best one, in my opinion, is the first one. I
would probably put this at a solid B.
Gotcha. You know what? I'll take a B. I was gonna say A, but I think looking at the other ones, I want to knock it down from A strictly because the sequels aren't as good as the first one. I'm gonna put some dirt in my own eye, chat. First game was all I remember. I'd settle on A. Yeah, I like A. I like putting it on A, but that's because I remember the other ones. And but putting it B makes sense because the other ones are, Mario Bros. So this is the old arcade one.
The old arcade one. I think I've played a total of 5 minutes. over all the times I've ever played it.
Yeah, this is something that I've also barely played, mostly because I didn't like it, and it's probably because I didn't have a friend to play with. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. Like, I think this game has potential to be a lot of fun with another person, but I didn't like it. I'm putting it F.
I agree.
All right, yeah, we got our first F. Holy shit!
And it was the original Mario Bros.
This one, however, is going to be very different. Mario Kart.
Mario Kart. I'm gonna say this right now. I have never been disappointed in a Mario Kart, besides going back to the old ones and seeing old mechanics.
Yeah.
With current day like standards on me. So as far as I'm concerned, Mario Kart is an S.
Yeah, I like 100%. It's an S for me. Remember earlier how you said sports and party games shouldn't really be in the S because of their niche?
Yeah.
I agree with a couple exceptions, and this is a hard exception for me.
Yeah. And see, that's the thing. I don't look at Mario Kart as a sports game. You could look at it as a party game, but also here's the difference. I can play Mario Kart by myself and have fun playing against the computers.
That's fine. That's fair.
I can't play Mario Party against the computers and have fun.
Oh, I can. I have hundreds of hours in Mario Party 8. Hundreds of hours. And it's all by myself. I've never played Mario Party 8 with another human being. Dude.
Well, we'll get there when we get there. We're just a couple away.
Yeah, we've got a lot of Mario to get through. Mario Party 1 through 5 I could easily play or watch single player. See, I agree. Also Superstars I could play alone. But that's a combination of 1 through 3. Anyways, Super Mario Maker.
So, I remember I bought the original Mario Maker, and I had fun with it for a little bit, and then because I'm not super creative, I kind of put it down. But it gets a boost in for me because I see how my nephew plays Mario Maker. This game was meant for creative young kids. Because, holy crap, that kid has hours of fun just making and testing Mario levels. And it's hilarious to watch.
Where would you put that?
For me, personally, if I'm just talking my own experience with it, it's probably a C. But with the boost from my nephew watching it, I could say, like watching him play it, I could say B.
I give this an A.
And give it an A.
And here, so I'm gonna give reasonings, but I will say, chat, this would be an S. This would be an S. But this game, I don't think any game that primarily relies on a community online, I don't think any of them can get an S because there are assholes who make
I completely
levels
forgot about that.
Levels that aren't meant to be beaten, but to make you suffer. And for that, it goes from S to A because that's bad game design on the people who make those levels. God fucking damn it! But
so
here's my
Levi
thing.
over here on 100 freaking run, and somebody makes a level that's just stuck in one narrow passage. Chain chomp.
I will say, the reason I give this such a hard A, I will actually die on this hill. I will 100% die on this hill because it is a Mario game that is endless. You can go back to Mario Maker 1.
Yeah.
Play it for the next year straight. That's the only game you touch. You won't play every level in there.
You're right.
Not even mentioning Mario Maker 2 with the other creative levels also the people remaking old levels.
Mm-hmm.
I'm streaming this to friends Discord. Hi friends. Hi friends. You better like Mario Maker, all right? Or else I'm banning you from their Discord. But yeah, so I'm not gonna lie. This might be a first one that's gonna take a second because I'm not coming down from A. You got to give me a damn good reason.
You know,
it's just there's so much. It's infinite. right? And
Mm-hmm.
also Mario Maker 2 introduced a story mode where the actual Nintendo game devs, that level designers that make Mario levels, had to make them within their own, like, within the system.
Okay.
And so,
see, I didn't play 2, so I don't know much about 2.
Oh man, 2 is 1 but on crack. And I think this game, like you said that this game was made for super creative minds. I disagree. I think it's made for super creative minds and the least creative people on the planet. Because those creative people shove their levels onto those non-creative people. Those non-creative people rate those levels. And then the creative people see their ratings and go, damn, I need to do this, this, and this to improve my skills, and you have the future of the gaming industry right there.
You know what? I'll give it to you. Give it an A.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. See, chat, this is how you win. With Mario Maker for sure. Yeah, I mean, it has flaws. Any game that relies on an online community is inherently not perfect.
Opens level, it's just a pit of lava with you in the one square, just going, where do I go?
Mario Sonic in the Olympic Games.
Never played.
Yeah, neither have I actually. I was really hoping you've played.
You know what? F tier because Sonic's in it.
Deal. That's I kid. Chad, I love Sonic. I just don't like Sonic games. It's Mario Party.
I think Mario Party is a solid A tier, but I could be convinced to S tier.
Oh, dude. Yeah, okay, so I want to say before I say my ranking, when you decided your letter ranking, are you considering the entire Mario Party series?
I'm considering the ones I've played, because there have been ones I've missed.
Okay, did you play 9 or 10?
9 or 10. Where were those at?
The Wii.
Did not play the Wii ones.
Wii U was 10.
Didn't play Wii U ones either.
Okay, because this is a B for me.
Okay.
Because 9 and 10 took everything that Mario Party was and made it unfun.
Okay.
Because, so here's what they did. You've probably heard about this. You've probably heard me bitch about this.
Is that the one where they put, like, everybody in a cart?
Everyone is in a single cart and they move together. And you can't fuck people over because it fucks you over too. It's so goddamn dumb.
Okay. Alright.
They ruined the game. And those shit stains alone bring it from an S to a B for me. But I love every other Mario Party, so.
See, and thinking about that, even though I haven't played those, yes, that is bad, and that does take away from the original spirit of Mario Party, which, if the devs admit to it or not, is to fuck over your friends. Like, it's just all it is. That game's meant to ruin friendships. But, that being said, I remember back in my childhood days playing 1, 2, and 3 with three other people in my dad's basement. They were probably intoxicated. I wasn't because I was a child. But just the arguments that would happen. I literally, Mario Party 2 caused a 30-minute argument between my I don't know how to explain it without it being super complicated. My dad's ex-girlfriend's 2 sons. It was a 30-minute argument that ended with a hole in drywall. Because someone stole a star. Like, it was that bad. That memory keeps me at an A, even with those bad games that are in its, like, lineage.
You know what? I'll give you A. I'll give you A because friendly memories. Mario Party 1 has that blister problem. No, it doesn't have that blister problem. The idiots who caused themselves to get blisters by putting the palm of their hands on a rigid joystick and scraping it repeatedly has the blister problem. Don't blame that on the fucking game. The fact that
Nintendo had to make and sell give it away, a freaking glove for you to put on to play Mario Party 1. Because people were dumb enough to be like, oh, I gotta do it this way.
That's not the game's fault. I'm sorry. No, the game tells you to just spin the stick, and any normal person normally holds a controller like this. So when you're designing a video game, you don't expect them to all of a sudden go, oh, let me run around like this. No, that's not how it fucking works. All right, get out of here with that shit.
All those tryhards, like, they're the same people that when there was a game that made you press A and B like simultaneously to like make you move or something like that, they would sit with the controller like in between their thighs and just like two finger like.
So this next one is one of the ones that's a little weird on this list because this is Mario versus Donkey Kong. This covers every remake of the original Donkey Kong series.
Okay, so like I don't think I've ever played a Mario versus Donkey Kong.
Let me show you the images of it.
It's just Donkey Kong choking out Mario over there.
Yeah.
I don't think I've played any of these games.
So I haven't played the second one, but it's one of those games where like you have a bunch of mini Marios and you got to get them to the end by messing with the course and shit.
Yeah, I never played these games.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So this one's all me. Guess what? It's still a D.
I'm not a fan. I'll say this right now. I'm not a fan of the what do you like to call it? Not a fan of the whole party management thing sometimes. And we'll get to that when we get to Pikmin.
Oh my god, dude, we're gonna argue about Pikmin. I can already tell.
I hope we are.
Metroid. So, by the way, this doesn't include any. It's just the original Metroid series. So
okay.
He needs some milk.
He needs some milk. Thank you for the blurps. So this is like Metroid, Super Metroid. Super Metroid's probably the cutoff, I would say. Any Metroid that deviated from the 2D platformer Metroidvania.
Metroid Other M count too?
Let me look at Other M because I don't remember which one that is.
I thought Other M was part like a continuation of the series.
Dude, my spacebar didn't work.
Other M. Metroid Other M.
Other M. Other M. Other M. No, this wouldn't count, and here's why. Do you see it? You see kind of how it plays?
Okay.
This is more than just like a 2D.
So, question then.
Yeah.
Other M doesn't count. Does Dread count?
Can I have some chocolate beer?
Because Dread is 2D.
I would say
2D,
so.
3D. Okay.
That one looks like
that being
Prime.
said,
oh, did it? Was that Prime?
no, Metroid Prime's different. Metroid Prime is first person.
Yeah, that's why I was confused. Prime's an FPS.
That being said, I've not played Dread, so I just wanted to know if it counted that one.
Gotcha. I still have Dread. I just haven't dived into it because I wanted to originally record it for YouTube, but you said you wanted to play it, and I want to play it. So
yeah. So I'm not super big on the Metroid series. Maybe it's because I've only ever really given time to Super Metroid.
Okay.
But it's like a C for me. I can be swayed though.
I would honestly agree because of the next one.
Metroid Prime?
Yeah, the Metroid Prime trilogy, because this is an A.
I agree with that.
Okay, cool. Moving on.
I love Metroid Prime, dude.
No, yeah, the
I was
Metroid
one of those
Prime
people
games.
that when they announced the new one, I was like, yes.
No, yeah, the Metroid Prime games are so fucking hype for me. And, like, it isn't that I don't like the original Metroid games, Chad. I've played them, but I've also played some of them recently, and they haven't aged very well in terms of certain things. Are they great games? Yeah, but they walked so Metroid Prime could run, in my opinion. So that's how I feel. Mother.
I've only ever played Earthbound.
Gotcha. I haven't, so this one's all you.
Okay. I mean, I've played Earthbound. I've never beaten Earthbound, but I've played it, and I've watched. I watched two YouTube guys play Mother 3 all the way through. Mother 3 looks like a fantastic game, but that being said, it's a C for me.
It's a C.
Yeah, it's a middle ground. It's a nice little RPG. It's quirky, but it's not like super great.
TikTok, take your anger to Cerberus of APOC and not Leviendeavor. Please don't
Come
comment.
at me, bitch.
Don't comment your hate at this. I don't know what the fuck this is. Does anyone know what this is? Nintendo.
Isn't that the logo for the like Nintendo points that you get when you buy stuff on the Switch?
Give me more points and I'll raise it, Nintendo. Is that the 3D Mario games? No, 3D Mario games are a little later.
Let me look this up real quick. Just let me type in M Nintendo.
Or maybe that's meant to be Mario, because I'm not seeing 3D Mario.
No, it's My Nintendo, I'm pretty sure.
No, I think they might be using that for 3D Mario, though.
Maybe.
Value
I'm telling you
asked.
right now, I clicked the My Nintendo link, and that's the logo on the website.
Okay, well, we're gonna have to cross a certain bridge here soon, because we've got. So I'm gonna cut ahead a little bit to show you what I'm talking about. We have Super Mario All Stars, which is all the 2D Marios.
Okay.
That were like the early ones.
Yeah.
And then you have new Super Mario Bros, which is its own thing compared to the old ones.
That's
but
the newer 2D ones.
Yeah, but there's no Super Mario Bros.
So there's no 3D Mario.
Yeah, there's no 3D. So
all right, so why don't we use that
the My Nintendo
thing? Yeah, let's use that as that. 3D Marios for me get S tier.
Yeah, okay,
I love
cool.
all the 3D Marios.
I'm happy we agree. I think Mario is meant to be in 3D. So
yeah.
To give you an idea, my least favorite 3D Mario would be Mario Sunshine.
Same.
And that is an S tier game for me.
Yeah.
Now here's my question, because this is an actual debate between people. Super Mario 3D World.
Mm-hmm.
Do you consider that a 3D Mario? Now, the reason that's a question is because the 3D Mario formula is an overworld with sub-levels, or open world, and you collect things throughout the level, while 3D World follows the formula of linear point A, point B, secrets in the level.
Yeah. 3D World, I could be swayed either way, honestly. I think it's a little stronger towards 3D World being more of a linear, more of like the 2D style, just because the way the levels are structured. You can't, the overworld hubs as they were, there's not really much to do there that you couldn't do in like, I mean, I compared a lot to Mario 3, where it's like Mario 3 had those areas where it's like you can go to this secret part of the map and get something. So I could say that's more of like a 2D stylish game.
I'm just curious on your opinion. There's really no right or wrong answer to this one, because the debates online about it are insane.
Yeah, I mean,
I personally throw it under a 2D I call it a 2D Mario game, but I understand it is actually 3D.
Yeah.
But it's also, you know, the super linear from point A, point B. You don't explore anything, really.
Why do I get the feeling that a lot of the argument for the people that say it's a 3D one is just because it says 3D?
That's one of the things. That's one of the things people say, but also it's because, again, you do move in 3-dimensional.
Yeah, you do.
But yeah, I was just curious about that. That has nothing to do with this tier list or the video, so.
Yeah.
I think this is Mystery Dungeon. Yeah, this is Mystery Dungeon.
Pokemon Mystery Dungeon?
Yeah.
This one's a little difficult for me because I've only ever played the first one. And then I've played 2 of the more recent ones, which the most recent one is a remake of the first ones. So, Mystery Dungeon's pretty much a B for me.
Chat, am I fucking crazy, or is there not a... Oh, no, there is. Okay, never mind. You said a B?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I loved Mystery Dungeon, but it had a lot of flaws.
It for sure did.
And I think its flaws are a limit of its time. I think that if they sat down and really worked hard on a Mystery Dungeon today, it would be an insane game. I think what Mystery Dungeon needs is a dungeon crawler hack and slash.
Yeah.
Like, straight up give abilities to certain Pokemon. Don't make an entire roster of playable Pokemon. Don't do, like, an entire gen. Literally do, like, 20 playable Pokemon.
Yeah.
And then make the others, like, support characters that you can use their abilities and shit.
Yeah.
And
so you kind of want, like, a Diablo-esque kind of, like, thing where it's, like, they just move through, like, the dungeon or whatever, right? And they have special abilities.
Yeah, but you know what? The more I think about it, I actually just want a Pokemon hack and slash roguelike. That's all I want.
That'd be really interesting, honestly.
I think it'd be fun.
I will say, shout out to them for when they originally did it. They decided they wanted to do the 2-version thing like they do for all the Pokemon games, but they're like, hey, we got this new handheld out, DS. Let's make one of them for DS and one of them for Game Boy Advance so that no one feels left out. And if you have that DS, you can have both of them in the same damn Game Boy.
Yeah. Elite Beat Agents.
Never heard of it.
I have seen it. I've never played it, so it's going in haven't played. But it's a rhythm. It's a rhythm game that existed on the DS. I think it only had 2 or 3 entries. Maybe 3. 3 is like estimating kind of high. First one did amazing, and the second one, I believe. Let me double check. I'm pretty sure this is like one of Nintendo's lowest reviewed games.
Mm-hmm. I love the shit that comes up on your thing before you type something.
Oh no,
in.
there isn't a second one.
So it's just the one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting.
That's how bad the second one was. It was so bad it ceased to exist.
Please tell me the first 2 Paper Mario games are in their own categories. Nope. It's the entire franchise.
So that's the one on the 64.
64.
And the one on the GameCube.
Yep, Thousand Year Door, Super Paper Mario, and then Origami King, and Color Splash.
Okay.
Color Splash was another one. I played all of them, so get ready for it.
I've played the first 2.
Oh wow! So our opinions are going to be very, very different. I think you're.
They are, because I know how people talk about the newest ones.
But base it off the first 2 before I say anything.
If I'm basing it off the first 2, Paper Mario's an A.
Okay.
If it was Super Mario RPG, I would tell you it's an S. But its spiritual successor, which it's fun. I feel like that it was missing a few things here or there, but it's a solid. Like, the first game is super great. The second one was even better, honestly, in my opinion.
Yes, it was. That's not opinion. That's fact.
But like, yeah, no, it's just those 2 things. I can't base it off the whole series though. So.
All right, so people are gonna be mad. People are gonna be mad because the first two games are S. Super Paper Mario is great. You guys are babies. That's an A. Color Splash is the worst thing I've ever played. I will never ever play that again. A dono goal for me to stream Color Splash would be $10,000. I would, if I saw that game in a store, I would buy it just to burn it. And Origami King is mediocre at best. That's a C. So I placed this whole series at a B.
At a B?
Yeah, this entire series.
I'm gonna defer to you because you've played all of them.
Sticker Star was also horrible. Never played it. I didn't even hear
I know
hear
the
of
most like recent one. A lot of people were just like, "This isn't even Paper Mario game." Like,
So-
they're like, "This is some kind of other Mario game."
Here's the thing. The reason I would put the newest Paper Mario at a C. It has nothing to do with the story. The story's fucking amazing. It's extremely well written. The humor in it is the best Mario humor that we've had to date. It's a hilarious game. It's super. It looks beautiful. It's such a cool idea, like an insanely cool idea. It gets knocked down because the combat is horrendous because of that fucking wheel.
Yeah.
And that wheel is in another Paper Mario game. I can't remember which one. But the wheel is dumb. It's so stupid. Super Paper Mario is great though.
Okay.
Are a completely different genre. Yeah, but unfortunately they're still Paper Mario games.
Yeah, they're titled the way they are, and they're in the sequence.
They expand the lore and there's set canon that expand the story. Which is why they get there. So yeah, you said you'd defer to me, so I'd give it a B.
Yep.
The first two games are the only thing stopping me from giving this a D, chat. If you took out the first two games, the series would mean nothing to me, except for Super Paper Mario was fun. Picross.
I've never played Picross.
I've never played Nintendo's Picross, so I don't know if I'm allowed to rank this.
Well, if you've never played their version of it and I've just never played it, I think that's got to go in the haven't played.
Gotcha. Because like I've played like the games where it's the same exact fucking thing. They give you a number on the side and the top, and you like fill in like rows or columns based on that number. It's a puzzle art game.
Okay.
And it's very fun. Let me pull up a picture of how it works. It's a pixel art style. So
okay.
So you get this oh god, I'm over it. Oh wait, no, you can see it. That's all that matters. Chad knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So you get this thing here, and like that says 10, so you would fill in all 10 down.
Uh-huh.
And this says 8 1, so you know there's one here, so you'd immediately fill out 8. Then you'd skip 1 because it's a group of 8 and a group of 1, and then there's 1.
Okay.
And this is how you figure out the puzzle. So like 1, 2, you know there's a 1 here because all of this is filled out. There's a 2 group somewhere here.
Okay.
Very fun. It creates pixel art. It's a lot of fun. I've never played Nintendo's version of it, so I don't know if Nintendo made it good or if they, you know, the stylus made it annoying or not. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, this one we're gonna fight. I'm going to drive to your house and fist fight you for what you from what you said earlier. Because Pikmin's an S.
I want you to say it. It's an F.
S.
S. Okay, because I'm saying F.
Holy shit!
I think Pikmin is garbage, dude.
Dude, what the fuck? No. No.
Dude, Pikmin's trash.
Dude, no. You got fun, adorable characters. Not including the Pikmin. Louie and Olimar are fucking adorable. Their boss is a little hard to look at, but he's fat, so like at least you can squish his cheeks. You got the adorable fucking Pikmin. You're trapped on a planet and you're trying to collect treasures that are just everyday objects for us, which is so cool that there's a big mound of dirt and you're like, Pikmin, dig it up, and you send 1,000 Pikmin. You send an army to excavate the earth, and it's just like a giant fucking quarter. And you're like, that's worth 25 cents, but in the game, it's like, wow, this is worth 10 million gold. And you're like, what the fuck? And the puzzles are amazing. The combat's fun. I mean,
I don't know, man.
The combat
Pikmin
exists.
Just never.
Combat exists.
The Pikmin just never jived with me. Like, every time I've played Pikmin, I've just hated every second of it.
Nobody would know Pikmin if Olimar wasn't in Smash. Pikmin was one of the highest grossing games on GameCube, chat. You're fucking kidding me, right? How
Pikmin's
many
super popular.
copies did Pikmin... No, sorry, Pikmin 1 wasn't. It was Pikmin 2.
I feel like Pikmin's super popular.
100,000 copies in his first weeks.
That's not bad.
For that era, that's great. How popular is Pikachu? No, Pikmin. Okay, so it's mostly in Japan that's actually popular. Pikmin's amazing though, chat.
I don't know. Like I said, I'll concede this. I could just, for some reason, not like Pikmin. Like, I can't even really explain it. I've just not had fun the entire time I've played it. Like, it's been super boring for me. At times, it's super frustrating. Probably because I don't understand why I don't like it so much, but it's garbage tier for me, dude. So I don't even know how we're gonna argue this, because I don't see any redeeming qualities in it whatsoever.
It's gorgeous. It's a gorgeous looking game.
It's a nice looking game on the GameCube, and that's...
Its soundtrack kind of rips.
I don't even remember the soundtrack, honestly. I'm just gonna... You know what? I will defer to you, but I don't think it can be S tier. Like, that's one I will say cannot be S tier. For sure, for me.
Alright, I'm willing to come down a bit. S+.
I'm willing to come down by creating a new category above S.
I mean, I can put it below S on the list if that makes you feel better.
It makes no sense.
Nah, you know what? I'm not willing to meet in the middle. Because I think you don't have a soul. I'm willing to put it in B, though.
Here's the thing. I'll even let you take it to A. I just don't think it can be S tier.
Pikmin's an A. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, chat. That's how you negotiate. Pilot Wings.
I've only ever played Pilot Wings 64.
Well, you have more than me, because I didn't know this game existed.
It's a interesting game.
I did look this up though when I was planning this stream. Because I was curious about some of these, because some of them looked kind of fun, and I want to admit this game looks super ahead of its time that it came out.
Yeah,
it looks insanely ahead of its time. This is one of the first simulator games that looks good. Like, I think this is the SNES one. That's not. That is the world's smallest picture. But I think that's the SNES one. No, this is 64. Okay. Let me look up the SNES one, because I was actually insanely impressed.
Yeah.
No, yeah. This is the SNES one.
Yep.
Like, that looks good.
It honestly, like, Pilot Wings is a really, like, fun little game where it's like you said, it's kind of ahead of its time, where it's like, it's a simulator game back then, and it's just like, it's good, it's fun, it's like you could waste a bunch of time on it and not even realize you've wasted that much time, you know?
No, yeah, like, chat, let me show you a little bit of this gameplay real quick, because this, like, I was so impressed watching this, because it doesn't look like it's time. Like, this looks insane to me.
That's that Super FX chip right there.
Oh, did this use that?
I'm pretty sure it did. It might not have, but I think it did.
Hey, what's up, Unoriginal? We are ranking Nintendo franchises. They made a game about planes before planes existed. Yeah. Whatever you say, chat. No, yeah, I was just so insanely impressed with that.
I mean, I give it like a B, because I will say, like, I wasn't the right age for it when I played it. It was 64, and it was just like, how fast can I go? How hard can I crash into things? You know.
Unoriginal, I'll look after stream. But yeah, so where would you put it?
About a B.
B?
Yeah.
I'll give it that. Honestly, like I've never even played it, and I'm comfortable with that. Just how that looks. I want to try that.
Yeah.
Wait, I thought it was about planes. It's about just flying things in general.
Yeah.
There's like helicopters and shit.
Yeah, and there's like a lot of, at least from what I remember, there's like challenges and stuff where it's like fly through so many rings before you land kind of thing, you know?
Yeah, I was absolutely blown away watching it because I was like, I wanted this as a kid. Okay. Here's another one that I'm scared to even discuss. Because Pokemon.
Okay. Pokemon is an interesting one. Okay. I want to hear what you have to say first, Levi.
All right, well, first of all, I'm putting it in D, but I need to explain why. I need to explain why, because a lot of people are going to be mad. But because I'm not talking about a specific game. I'm not talking about your favorite Pokemon game. This is the series as a whole. The first 3 generations of Pokemon are in... If I was to make a top 10 JRPG list and allow myself to include repeats of a series, the first 3 gens are going to be on that list. I adore those games. Those games are amazing. I've replayed them recently and I loved them. I didn't like them quite as much as when I was a kid, but also they have like old mechanics, old graphics. Like, it's not gonna immerse me like I was when I was a kid. Gen 4, I hated, and I haven't liked anything since. And this is just the main line games, chat. So think chat and Michael. Think all the color games, and then like XY, Sword Shield. Like, this isn't any of the side games. So like, we're not including Pokemon Snap, we're not including Mystery Dungeon because we've already done that. This is just the mainline Pokemon games. And in my opinion, they've just been boring. I think they pretty them up. I use that loosely compared to the old ones, and don't change anything.
I summon pot of greed.
One sec. I got pot of greed in my ear. I don't want this to drown you out.
That's fair.
Bobby, thank you for the 200 bits. Mwah, smooches.
Hi, Bobby. So, here's my thing with Pokemon.
Oh, it's still going.
Once again to draw 3
Oh,
additional
okay.
This is the long alert.
You never saw
I
this
forget how long it is.
It's actually my longest alert.
Additional cards from my deck.
That's not what it does.
All right, cool. There we go.
So here's my thing with Pokemon. I agree with you. The first 3 generations, top tier, fantastic. Would put them on the top tier JRPG list. Gen 4, I played a lot of Gen 4, and I've played a lot of it like in my adulthood too. It is not one of the best gens. The remakes that they did not too long ago really brought that out in me, where I remember playing them as a kid and I had fun. As an adult, they're really kind of just bleh. There's a lot of backtracking that doesn't need to happen. They tried to overcomplicate things that didn't need to be. And that was when they started, like... I mean, they kind of started in Gen 3, but in Gen 4 they started being like, now, when you play the game, there's 15 legendaries to try and find, but 4 of them we're gonna hold off for special things. That's too many legendaries. Gen 5 has an amazing story, but it's super convoluted. For a Pokemon game, I should say. And Gen 6 and 7 are infuriating because they treat it, and I know why they do this, because there's always new kids playing Pokemon, but Gen 6 and
What's the
7
favorite, Poppy?
have the longest fucking tutorials, basically, ever.
Real quick.
It takes... What's that?
Is 6... You said 6 and 7?
Yes, Gen 6 and 7.
Are either of those Sword and Shield?
That's Gen 8.
Okay, just curious.
XY and Sun and Moon. I'm trying to remember. I heard a stat about it not too long ago. From people that were trying to like shiny hunt. They like, I want to have a shiny starter right at the beginning of the game. I know Gen 6. I think it took like, what was it? I think it's 5 minutes every single time to restart, basically, because of how long everything takes. And Gen 7 is worse. And Sword and Shield.
Be a good girl, Poppy.
Sword and Shield are such a mixed bag for me because I enjoy the game so much, but at the same time, it has so many of the current problems Pokemon has with over hand holding and shit is just bleh.
Thank you.
It's just bleh.
Okay, so my biggest struggle is Sword and Shield. I genuinely went in wanting to like it because it looked really pretty and like it enveloped me into the world.
Yeah.
What the fucking... I beat that game.
No.
Poppy, I'll get to you in a second. I beat that game in a Nuzlocke on my first attempt.
Yep.
That should not be possible. That shouldn't be a thing. Sword and Shield were the easiest experience I've ever had. Black and White actually was the first Pokemon game since Gen 3 where I struggled a bit.
Black and White actually had challenge to it, and what's hilarious is beating the game would actually unlock a harder mode, which is just awesome.
What sucked about Black and White is I didn't give a fuck what was going on in that game. They really put an emphasis on, like, you know, this is where like story starts in Pokemon.
Yep,
and I didn't give a fucking shit.
It's a shame too, because it's actually a pretty decent story, but they made it really complicated. And I'll say this right now too, because we are 3 months away from another new Pokemon in the main series. My opinion could change when that game comes out.
Gotcha.
So my honest overall is a C.
All right, and you know what? I'm willing to come up to a C, but I will say, this is a C that we want to be an S. I think we both agree on that.
Yes.
So like this is a series that I wish I could call an S, but there's a reason I consistently shit talk this series, and it's that the Nintendo doesn't give it the love it needs.
Yeah,
they give it the attention it needs, but they don't give it love.
I say this now too when I say that my opinion on the series could change with the new game is because, and another reason why it isn't higher, obviously Legends Arceus doesn't count for this because it is not a mainline game, but they are adding all the things people loved about Legends Arceus, as far as I can tell, to this new game. And they are finally going open world with it. So I think that the newest one could make the series look way better overall. But we don't know yet.
I agree. I 100% agree. Looking at it, I have been like, you know, this could have a chance. I'm not gonna play it.
That's fair.
I swear off buying Pokemon games. So unless I can borrow it from someone at some point, I'm not touching it.
You might be able to borrow it from me because I think I might get that like double pack thing that has both the versions.
Sick. If you end up with that and you end up with a hard copy, I'll borrow it and play it. But that's the only way.
I will say, I'm looking forward to these new games simply for the fact of they have a Pokemon in it called Lechonk.
Yeah.
That is a pig. Yeah. And they like just announced they did another thing like a couple days ago. There's a dog Pokemon in this one that looks like it's made out of dough and it's called Fido.
Yeah, I will say with this Pokemon, I really do want to say I shit on the designs of Pokemon because they haven't, in my opinion, they haven't had good designs since Gen 3. They're boring. Their best designs are mid at best until we got to this gen and they started releasing stuff. Because I keep up with it. Like, I think a lot of people think that I hate Pokemon and never look at it, which just isn't true. The reason I hate it is because I look at it.
That's very fair. I've said for a long time that I don't agree with all the Pokemon fans or the Pokemon like haters, if you would call them detractors, whatever you want to call them, because fans are blinded by nostalgia 90% of the time, and detractors on the other side want Pokemon to be in like Unreal Engine 16 and want it to have all this shit that it can't have.
No, yeah, 100%. I agree. I don't want it to be more than it can be. I just want it to be the best it can be, and it isn't. It hasn't been for a very, very long time.
You could say you want it to be the very best, like no one ever was.
All right, so Punch Out.
Punch Out. I don't think I've ever played Punch Out.
I've played 10 minutes of it, and it's scary that you've never played it because I'm going to make a lot of people angry.
I know the original Punch Out has a very infamous reputation, so that's about it.
I played 10 minutes of the original one, actually.
Okay.
So, sorry, classic fans.
I knew it was coming.
Dude, I didn't like the original. I hated it. Now, like, I'm this can change. Anything on this list can change with time. This one especially because I don't have a full opinion on it, and I've only played the original, which has not aged well, and the Punch-Out community literally agrees.
Yeah.
I'm still young enough to make mistakes. Poppy, just be a good girl for me. Never played. My only experience with it is speedrunning history videos on YouTube, Summoning Soul. And honestly, I would love to give it even a D for those videos because I love speedrun history, and Punch-Out has an insanely crazy speedrun history. But I just can't. I can't do it based off of a video on YouTube. I can't bring myself to. Maybe if the video had the videos had like crazy funding and like was made into a cinematic series, then hell yeah, but nah. Puzzle League, have you even heard of this?
I've seen it before. I've never played it. It's a Pokemon thing, I think.
Is it really?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh, I've played this.
I've never played this.
Oh my god, dude. Before. I have played this. All right, this is A. That's single-handedly one of the best puzzle games I've ever played.
Is it?
Oh my fucking god. Yeah, they also have a Yoshi one. Holy shit, dude. Puzzle League. I don't think it's called Puzzle League though.
Isn't it just called Yoshi? It's this.
Yeah, it's Tetris Attack. There's a Yoshi one.
Oh, okay.
There's also the original, which I don't think is a Yoshi.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah. This is one of the single best puzzle games of all time. The only reason it doesn't get an S is because the series is dead.
Oh, alrighty.
Like straight up, like if they continued this series and like so have you seen Tetris Effect? Where like it explodes in color and like neon lights fly around every time you complete a Tetris.
Yeah.
I want that for Puzzle League. I didn't even know it was called Puzzle League. Holy shit.
Levi's like, I want the RGB on my computer to react when I do it.
But yeah, the only reason it's not an S is because it needs a
revival.
I can't give an S to a game that is dead. Rhythm Heaven, I'm assuming no.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I've seen a single copy of it in my lifetime, and no one had bought it. It was
Look, chat. He's gonna play puzzle games and dancing games for you.
Super Smash Bros.
Smash Bros.
The entire there's no spin-off game, so it's every single Smash Bros game.
Yeah. Smash Bros is a tier for me.
Gotcha. I would say B if I were including the community in it. But I'm not, so I'm gonna agree with an A.
Yeah, if we're including the community, it might go down to C, honestly.
Here's my problem with the Smash community is how do I want to word this? The sweaty players don't allow casual players to exist within the community.
Oh.
Because every time I've played with someone who plays in competitions, yeah, I've said it on stream a lot. Smash for me is a party game. So I like the courses that move around. I like all the items. I like really high items. I like playing. I main random. Random is my main.
Same.
Brawl was a great party game. Brawl is actually one of my favorites, and every time I say that, the Smash community cries and shits themselves. Okay, Brawl had an amazing single player. Like the Subspace Emissary is one of the single-handed best story modes for a fighting game ever. And it had the best item effects, the best stages, in my opinion. But yeah, I like to play with really high items, and every time I play with someone who competes, they're like, Final Destination only. I don't want any items. And if you play anyone other than this set of 5 characters, then you're cheesy, you're lame, and you suck at the game. And it's absurd that casual players can't exist within that community. And I give it praise because its competitive scene is one of the most accessible when it comes to competitive games. Mm-hmm. And that's what's killing off the casual players, because so many people are becoming more and more into the competitive scene.
Yeah.
But yeah, because I'm just ranking on the game itself, I'm not doing the community, all of the games, I'd give it an A.
I'll say this right now. I think Smash is a party game myself. I like items, the moving stages, stuff like that. And I'll say this too, if people get mad, whatever. If you have unironically told someone to 1v1 you in Final Destination with no items, using your main, you desperately need to go outside.
Yeah.
Because it's not that serious. Yeah, it's not that serious of a game. Chill. I understand you're competitive. Not everybody else is competitive with a fucking party game. Like, at the end of the day, you gotta remember, it's Nintendo. It's meant for kids.
Yeah. Yeah. It's straight up. It's, Smash is it. I feel like both communities could exist, but the competitive scene doesn't let it.
Yeah. Small ting against it, by the way, for new Smash's online servers.
Yeah.
Garbage.
Yeah. I would like to be able to play games with my friends that don't live near me.
Exactly.
Splatoon.
Never played Splatoon.
I haven't either. Splatoon is on my list of games to check out.
Yep.
A lot of people are telling me that I can hop right in on the third one when it releases and get a good sense of it.
Okay.
I gotta make bad decisions now. Bye, Poppy. Be good.
Bye, Poppy.
Be good. Just be safe at least, please. Please be safe for me.
If you're not good, I'll punish you.
Okay, here we go. This is one I'm really excited about. Kat, thank you for the bits. Star Fox. I need
what counts as a Star Fox mainline?
This is what I'm gonna ask you, because for me personally, a mainline game has to be canon, expand the universe in some way, shape, or form, and I don't think it has to follow the old formula, but the old formula has to have a like remnant of itself in it.
So here's what I'm gonna say, because if you're worried that I'm gonna say Adventures isn't mainline, I'm not gonna say that.
Good, because Star Fox community says that Adventures isn't a Star Fox game.
The Star Fox community doesn't know what the Star Fox
Value,
community
I'm
wants.
about to ban you for that message. You better fucking behave. That game was a bad Zelda game. It was a good Zelda game. All right.
Here's my thing.
A bad Zelda game. Go play Majora's Mask. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I love Zelda. It's in S. Calm down.
The only reason I asked that question is because Star Fox technically has an unreleased game that should count, I think, because you can now play it.
Oh, Star Fox 2?
Yeah.
Oh, that 100% counts. It was released.
Okay.
It was the reason that one counts like 100% for sure is because it was released by Nintendo on their NES, and it is a clone of the original.
Yeah.
So like that one would for sure count.
So
That's not debated. What I'm wondering though is Star Fox Adventures.
Star Fox Adventures counts.
What about Assault? Do you remember Assault?
I never played Assault.
Okay, so Assault was it's canon to Star Fox lore. I want to make that point. And it also it was a Battlefront clone.
Okay.
It played like Battlefront. You went into a war scenario, you had missions, you had troops, you had to keep your morale up. It was a third-person shooter, but it was also a vehicle shooter.
I'm looking at pictures of it right now.
Yeah, you could play it on foot, third person. You could get into their Land Rovers. You could get into the ships and fight. It was... I didn't finish Adventures. I 100% Majora's Mask. Then I feel bad for you that you didn't finish Adventures, because that game is a AAA gold mine. Hello, B.
Huh. You can buy Star Fox Adventures and Assault on eBay for $66.
Yeah, they're not liked by the community.
Yeah. I don't know why I liked Adventures.
Yeah, I loved Adventures. But yeah, so would you include Assault?
Yeah, I'd say.
Okay,
I'd say
cool.
Assault could
Because
go
that
in.
does affect my letter grade. I want to hear yours first.
So I'm going into this. I have played the original Star Fox on
I don't
Super
care
Nintendo.
about the completionist's good review and his opinion lining up with yours. I don't agree with the completionist on like pretty much anything.
I've played Star Fox 2, 64, Adventures, and the last Star Fox game I played was Star Fox Zero. That being said, of all the 5 games that I've played, 1, 2, 3, and 4 are the same fucking game.
Yes, it has a lot of re-releases and a lot of ports.
So many Star Fox games are just the original Star Fox with updated graphics.
Yes.
Star Fox 2 added a few things. It added some characters and whatnot. But that being said, the only other different game that I've played that isn't just Star Fox is Star Fox Adventures, which is an okay game. So Star Fox gets a C for me.
Alright, so here's the thing. Star Fox is a B.
It's a B. Okay.
It's a B. Star Fox Adventures is fucking... Despite what you in chat is saying, is a gem. It's not okay. It's not a bad Zelda.
I didn't say it was a bad Zelda.
It is... No, but chat did.
Oh.
I don't care that the completionist has a review on it. It is a solid gem. It has an amazing narrative. Alright? It's a B game for me, which is what I call a bad Zelda game. Fair, but the Adventures for me is an S. Because it was fun. It kept changing things up and making itself fresh. The only thing that didn't change up is the combat. But combat wasn't even a focus of the game, which was huge for me.
Value, I'll say right now, if you liked Star Fox 64, you'll like the original Star Fox. You'll like Star Fox 2. They're the same game.
Yeah. Star Fox 64 is just a graphics update of the originals. But and then you get into Assault, which completely changed the fucking game. But it was still like canon. It's still all the characters you met and were in Assault, and old characters came back.
Slippy, no!
So I have a yeah.
You got a blurb.
Yeah.
All right.
Have you played Star Fox Zero?
No, and it's a shit stain on the game. I know.
That's why it's not getting a B for me, because of Star Fox Zero.
Okay, so I think I can get you to understand the B then.
Okay.
So Star Fox Zero, I have not played it, but I know what everyone hates about it is because it was on Wii U, so it had the gamepad, it had the screen, you had to look at both at the same time. The controls were terrible. Now let me ask you this: if the Zelda series tomorrow dropped the worst adventure game you had ever played, would you remove it from S?
No, but I can tell you why.
Why?
Zelda has had continuous S game after S game that are different, whereas Star Fox, as I've said, of the 5 games I've played, have been Star Fox over and over and over again.
Yes, in that one game, though. In that one game, would you give it a B or an A?
That one game, I give it a B.
It sounds like the series is a B for you.
Alright, you can put it on B.
Yeah.
But I still stand by Star Fox Zero being shit.
Oh, yeah, 100%. I agree. I haven't played it, but I agree. I'm getting ready for sleep, but I lurk. Autumn, you're amazing. Thank you for the lurk. I appreciate you.
You know what's a bad mar on the Star Fox name in general?
What?
Star Fox Zero came with another game it packed in that was like a little mini game kind of thing. That game was better than Star Fox Zero, and I'm pretty sure it featured Slippy.
Oh yeah, there was a Slippy game.
Yeah, that game's better than Star Fox Zero.
Also, I got a new kitten today. His name is Mewbington. Please send a picture in the Discord if you can. I love it so much. And I'll give Kyrie lots of love as soon as I see her again. Don't sleep, Kat. I thank you for the blurbs. You're insane, and I appreciate you. Star Fox Tower Defense game was amazing. Oh, it's a tower defense game. Yep. I'd like to argue Star Fox being an A. I kid.
It's not a mainline title.
No, it is not. Strikers.
Never played Strikers.
I'm giving this a C because it would be an A, but the new game is disgusting.
Is it?
If you play, so I don't own it. I played it with a friend. We played 40 minutes, and she looked at me and was like, "This is the entire game," and I was like, "No way!" And she's like, "You've seen all of the content." We played for another 40 minutes, and I was like, "I saw all the content 40 minutes ago."
All the content twice. Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Thank you. I want to see the cat real quick. Oh, I'm in love. I'm actually in love with this cat.
Kyrie over in the doorway, like, the fuck?
Sorry, Kyrie. This cat has my favorite coat color combo, the black and white. Sorry, it's not my fault.
It's not my fault. You don't have the right color.
It's not my fault. You don't have the. Oh no, I'm gonna get canceled over my cat's coat color. Okay, so All Stars. This we have to decide where the 2D Mario cuts off. Are we saying just the SNES titles?
So hold on here. So we've got 1, 2. Do both versions of 2 count?
Yes, that is included.
Okay, so the American version and then Lost Levels.
Yes.
And then 3, and then we have Super Mario World.
Yes.
And is that where we're cutting it off there?
I would say so because the next 2D, I believe, is New Super Mario Bros.
Okay.
Chat, if you think of one between that, please let us know, but I think that's it.
Oh, this one's weird for me because obviously the first Mario is a classic. The third Mario is the best Mario on the NES. And then Super Mario World is one of my favorite Mario games.
Yep.
So the only thing, like, and Super Mario 2 is just like a whatever for me. So I guess S tier.
I'm actually wanting to give this an A.
An A?
Yeah, because I think Lost Levels was it isn't that it's too hard, so before people go, you're just a bad gamer and an American, I think the levels were like not clever. I don't think anything in Lost Levels was clever. I think it was just like, let's hike up the difficulty because the first one, people in Japan thought it was too easy. And actually, Super Mario 2, the American one, I adore.
I could be swayed to A. No, I'm still of the distinction that Super Mario World alone deserves its own S tier.
No, yeah, Super Mario World is my favorite Mario, or second favorite Mario game. Number one favorite 2D. So, like, actually, no, it's my second favorite 2D because 3D World is 2D. But no, we're gonna do this a little out of order because
we might as well hit that.
Yeah. So New Super Mario Bros. Is a very different story for me. Have you played a lot of them? This also, by the way, I had to look up a bit to understand the way this tier list, the person who made it divided it. New Super Mario Bros. Includes the DS ones, and it also includes the weird one from Year of Luigi. And the reason they made that distinction is because it is this team that made this New Super Mario Bros. Made all of the DS, 3DS ones.
Okay.
And did the Year of Luigi. They did everything in the Year of Luigi.
So, here's my thing. If we count Super Mario 3D World, and if we count Super Mario 3D Land, that was on the 3DS.
Yes, we do.
Those are the only two new Super Mario games I've played.
Seriously?
I am dead serious. I have not played New Super Mario Brothers Deluxe, whatever adjective you want to put on there.
We've got some streams.
I missed the Wii Mario games mostly.
Hey, what's
Galaxy,
up, Turbo?
I actually only played Galaxy for the first time when 3D All-Stars came out. I missed... I think the only Wii U Mario game I played was 3D World. So...
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
So I will say, I know we called this 3D Mario's. This does include 3D World.
That includes 3D World?
Yes,
does that include 3D Land too?
No. 3D Land was made by this team.
Okay, well,
3D World
3D
was
Land
not.
is the only thing I can go off of with this new one.
Okay, gotcha. Well, what was your rank 3D Land?
I loved 3D Land. 3D Land would get an A for me.
Okay, so here's the thing. I've played I've played most of the New Super Mario Bros. I haven't played the Switch port, but it's a port of old games that I have played. I played the original New Super Mario Bros. On Wii. That one alone is an S.
Okay.
But New Super Mario Bros. DS was atrocious. Is Super Mario Land? Was that the one with the coins where you have to collect like a metric shit ton of coins?
3D Land? I don't think so.
Okay, then I'm thinking of something else. New Super... Oh, no, it's New Super Mario Bros. 2, I believe. Let me double check. Yeah.
3D Land is basically just like 3D World, but on the DS.
Mm-hmm. So this game right here is fucking terrible. New Super Mario Bros. Was insane because it was the first 2D Mario that you could do multiplayer in playing at the same time.
Okay.
And you could fuck around with each other. It was insane. This got put to DS, or 3DS.
Uh-huh.
And it was terrible. This is one of the easiest games I've ever played in my life.
Okay.
And the secret is literally this. This is the secret ending. You collect enough coins. So the entire theme of the game is coins. The Mushroom Kingdom is bankrupt, and you're trying to refill their treasury.
So, what you're telling me is the end screen is basically just that clip of iDubbbz going, "Hey, that's pretty good."
Well, that's the thing. So the game ends, and there's like a story with Bowser. Bowser creates a currency that bankrupts the kingdom, and that's where kind of everything happens.
So Bowser is the American government.
And the idea is, after you complete the game and defeat Bowser, the kingdom is still broke. So you have to keep replaying levels and collecting coins and farming them. And once you max it out, this is the secret ending. The coin counter doesn't go any higher. You're that good. That's it.
That's terrible.
That's it. And it was just a boring game.
That's so bad.
The new Super Mario Bros. Luigi it's a B game.
So before we go further, I do have to say something I found out. Technically, 3D World is a sequel to 3D Land. So I think 3D World or 3D Land should count in the 3D ones up there.
Okay.
If World does. So that means you have full reign
Sick.
for
This
this.
is a C. This is a series that I wanted to be an S because the first game was so good, and it's just not that.
Yeah, I just wanted to give that full control to you because at that point, I literally, as I was looking up 3D Land, it's like, oh, this is a prequel to 3D World. I was like, okay.
See, value, I disagree because of Odyssey.
Odyssey's so fucking good.
I 100%ed Odyssey and loved every second of it.
Odyssey is such a good game.
There were stars I disliked, but it wasn't because the star in itself was bad. It was because I'm not good at that specific thing, and it made me mad. For example, jump rope minigame, the volleyball minigame. I sucked at those, but I didn't think those were bad. It was just that I'm not good at that type of thing, so it made me angry. But yeah, I 100% at Odyssey. And I felt that game was more satisfying to end than New Super Mario Bros. 2. Mario Tennis.
All right, let's put aside personal feelings here.
Yeah, I have a strong... After that stream, this is F. Nah, I adore Mario Tennis.
Yeah. Mario Tennis is an A for me.
Yeah, I 100% agree. The only one I don't like is the one that you forced me to play on stream. And honestly,
you don't like the first one.
now here's the thing. The only reason I don't like it is because I don't understand it. I'm sure if I learn it, it might even become an S series game.
Yeah,
I think Levi likes Mario Tennis after that. I don't.
Oh my god, that was great.
But the newest Mario Tennis is fun. I think the only problem is that it needs more content.
It needs more stuff in it.
It doesn't, like, once you're done with the story, that's pretty much it. You have competitive online. I think there needs to be like incentives to replay some of the content in it and maybe add a little bit more. But other than that, I enjoyed it. Trace Memory.
Never heard of it.
Neither have I. I think this is a DS game, though. I think this was one of the ones I looked up and was like, oh, that looks kind of cool.
Is that another, detective game?
Yeah, but I think of it kind of like, did you ever play, Crisis Core and shit?
Yeah.
So think of that in terms of story.
Okay.
Not Crisis Core, Trauma Center. Jesus fucking Christ. That's the kind of story it has. Very dramatic left and right turns.
Okay.
In the story, it looks really cool. I when I was looking up this game, I was like, I like the art style. I like this old school, simple polygon, but bright and colorful. But it's a lot closer to like a visual novel mystery game, pretty much. But I haven't played it. Looks cool though. The trading card game for Pokemon.
Okay, so there's only 2 titles in this one.
Yes.
And only one of them came over here, I think.
Well, no. So I would include the online game that you can play now. So I would say 3.
Okay. So
I haven't played those. I've only played the original game.
I've played the original game, and I've played the online card game that you can play now.
And I want to clarify this because Value did ask. Yes, this is just the video game. We're not talking about the card game.
Yeah, no.
Maybe we can rank card games in the future.
I'd say it's a B tier because it's a really good emulation of the Pokemon game, like the card game.
I would put it at C, but I'm going to be honest with you, that's just kind of a soft C. I'll stick with your B.
Yeah, it's a really good, like, hey, you want to play the Pokemon card game and you can't play with people in real life? Play it on the Game Boy.
Yeah, it really is. I think in general, digital card games are a little annoying just because there's a lot of messages, and like you may have your turn mapped out in your head, but reading the text and making sure that you're doing the correct one.
That's very true. And sometimes there's
it's
like
a lot of information is what I'm trying to say.
Sometimes there's like an auto assist thing that can fuck up your turn. So
yeah, like Yu-Gi-Oh is a great example. I adore old school Yu-Gi-Oh, but when you have a trap card or a magic card that you could activate at any moment, the constant message of being like, do you want to activate it now? Do you want to activate it now? It's like, no, just let me.
Being that I play Magic right now, when you have enough mana to cast an instant speed spell, or your opponent does, and they have it in their hand, and every single time you or your opponent do something, the game stops to decide, like, do you want to do this right now? Mm-hmm. Like, it's so annoying.
Yeah, it's rough. I wish there was a better system. I can't think of a better system.
No.
Than that. Crisis Core defective game. Shut up. Crisis Core is one of my favorites. Wario Land. This is. Let me show you a picture.
This is on the Game Boy.
Yes, it was.
I played Wario Land.
Did you?
Which one did I play though? That's the question.
Did you? Wario Land is just the 2D platformers of Wario.
Wait. Yeah, no, I think I played the first one. Yeah, it was the first one.
It is difficult to build a decent deck because the only way you get good cards is redeeming physical code cards from boosted packs or trading. Yeah, it is rough for sure. I don't think that the online is like the best version of it, but I mostly just wanted to make sure it was included.
Could be worse. Could be Magic where you don't have any way of redeeming things online at all. You just have to buy shit. From what I remember of playing Wario Land, it's a lot like the Marios that were on the Game Boy. So it's pretty decent. I'd probably say like a B or a C.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm gonna throw B.
Yeah.
Because I love Wario Land. The only thing I didn't like is it didn't get as much attention as Mario for obvious reasons. And so they're a little buggy and weird.
I'm gonna give you this is moving forward here. The next 2 entries are all you. I have not played either one.
All right, so WarioWare is for sure an A. I don't care what anyone says. Here's the thing: the WarioWare games are so fun. They're just like little mini games. For those who haven't seen WarioWare, it's a game series where they throw you mini games that have a really short timer on them, and you have to immediately react and complete a simple task. But it's so like fast paced, it's made to mess you up. The only one that really sucks is the newest WarioWare, is because the thing with WarioWare is all the mini games. It's fun to revisit them. I could sink 20 hours straight into like the first two WarioWares because like the mini games are enjoyable no matter how many times you play them because they'll still like just snap off guard.
Yeah.
But the new one has no replayability, which is why it's not an S. I would 100% throw it an S if the new one was good. Xenoblade I haven't played, but I'm hoping to start it dog sitting week.
Oh, there you go.
I'm actually diving into this series soon.
I've just never got around to it.
Yoshi's Island is its own game, but Yoshi's Story isn't. Let me double check something. I need to look at Yoshi's Story. I think Yoshi's Story would be included in Yoshi's Island chat. Because I think it's just the Yoshi games. They're just using, like, game art from Yoshi's Island. WarioWare is basically Rhythm Heaven without the rhythm. Yeah, 100%. But yeah, I have no clue what this is. Does anyone know what this is?
I can't even see that.
X?
X.
I think this is Japan exclusive.
Well, then we're fucked on this one.
Yeah, I've never even seen that.
Nope.
All right, Yoshi's Island. I'm assuming this is all Yoshi mainline games, is what I'm gonna go off of. So that includes Epic Yarn, or no, that's Kirby. Is that Kirby?
Yoshi has a Yarn one.
Yeah, Yoshi Yarn fuck.
Yarn fuck.
But there's Yoshi's Story, Yoshi's Island. I'm gonna be straight up. I've never played a Yoshi game.
Okay.
So this one's all you.
Yoshi games are really cute and they're fairly easy. I'd give them a C.
Give them a C?
Yeah. That being said, I've only played Super Nintendo and Nintendo 64, so...
Gotcha. Woolly World, thank you.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, so he's a woolly fuck, alright.
So we got two more here. Excite Bike.
Never played Excite Bike.
Alright, D. It's no, you know what? C. It's fun.
Okay.
And this is, I'm realizing this super late into this. I think this is 3D Zeldas. So we put 2D Zeldas in S. Do you want to change that?
No.
Okay, where do you want 3D Zeldas?
S.
Yeah, same.
Like, 2D and 3D Zeldas are just S tier games. That's what they are.
Yeah, like, Zelda is my favorite franchise Nintendo has. So
yeah,
that will never change.
Waiting on that Breath of the Wild 2, you know.
Curious, where would you put Banjo?
Banjo is not a Nintendo.
No, I think Chad's just asking. Because, I mean, it is
where I would put Banjo?
C.
I'd put Banjo in B.
So here's the thing, chat. I've only played Banjo-Kazooie 1. I've never completed it. I don't know. Like, I haven't played it enough to have a full opinion on it. But the issue with 3D platformers from that era is when you go back to them, there's a lot of frustrating mechanics. So if I didn't play it a lot as a kid, I'm going to look at it a lot more harsh. And I think Banjo was all right. It was fun what I played, but I never got super into it.
You know what would be another fun list to do sometime?
What?
Be like best third-party titles. Like stuff like Mega Man, Castlevania, stuff like that.
I'll have to see if there's a list pre-made. If not, we will have to come together and make a list.
For sure.
Because this was pre-made.
Yeah.
Again, chat, I'm gonna put this link in the Discord. If you feel like making your list, feel free. And you're more than welcome to put it in the Discord. I'm going to save this and we're gonna post it probably tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
And I would love to see your guys' lists and stuff if you're into the idea of doing